right now we are going to see, what's it called, Officer Tallman?
Narcotic sniff. We're going to have the dog sniff for this 3 grams of marijuana that we're going to hide in this, we call it drug board. It's got a bunch of different holes here, and we hide not only the drugs, but we also hide conflict items such as cheeseburgers, latex gloves, cigarettes, anything that could possibly throw the dog off. We hide it in there to make sure that
like
they are proofed off.
In other words,
yep.
Right? Okay. So this is actually representing if, you know, drugs were hidden in a car or hidden in a home, right?
Yeah, in a dresser drawer, in a car. This is where we learn the initial search patterns. You'll see when Officer Cionni comes in with Eros, he's going to start down low and he's going to present up high, and the dog's going to sniff each hole, and it's just like a seam of a door or a dresser or a closet, whatever, and he's going to come right up, and when he smells where the drug odor's coming from, you'll see what he does. He sits and stares at it. With the car, the Supreme Court has ruled as long as the car is stopped legally, which all of our traffic stops are legal, then during the course of the traffic stop investigation, we can run the dog around. It's called a free air sniff. The dog can sniff the outside of the car as long as we have the person stopped for that traffic stop violation.
And the dogs could smell just from outside the vehicle? They could detect something a lot of times?
Yes, the odors, just like we equated a lot of times to popcorn. If you pop popcorn in a microwave, you're going to smell it walking in the door. Hey, who's making popcorn? So it's the same thing.
But the dog has a nose that's what, 40 or 50 times more powerful than a human?
At least 40 times than a human.
So if he smells something, what happens from outside the vehicle?
He'll initially go into what we call an alert, which is an untrained response where he kind of like searches for the source of the odor. His behavior will change. So he's looking for it, and then once he finds the source or the strongest part where it's coming from, he will do his final response, which we train. Our dogs are passive, so they'll sit and they'll stare. Now we're going to have Officer Cionni bring Eros up for a narcotic sniff. He's going to bring him up to this drug board and see all the holes. He's going to have him sniff each hole, and then when he is in odor, when he smells the odor, you're going to see his behavior change and then go into a final response we call an indication. Go ahead, Brian. Definite change of behavior. He stopped, he's staring at the hole, and now he wants his reward. That's all he's working for, is this reward that's going to come out. That's it. We call that his payday. That's his paycheck. If he doesn't get his paycheck, eventually he won't be interested in doing this, but that's what he gets all the time.
Now, behind there is where the drugs are?
The 3 ounces, or 3 grams of marijuana were right behind that hole.
Shove that through?
Can you shove the drugs through that hole? Right there.
That's what he's done.
3 grams. Small. I can barely smell. And he can smell it a long distance away.